Today we see the next topic, that is Newton's law of gravitation. In this topic we will see the force exerted by the body on another body, and it was given or explained by Newton's. Gravitation is nothing but the force, or gravitation is nothing but the attraction, not force. Gravitational force means force, but gravitation is nothing but the attraction between two bodies, and this gravitation was explained by Newton, and therefore it is known as Newton's law of gravitation. So Newton's law of gravitation states that every particle of matter attracts every other particle with a constant force whose magnitude is directly proportional to the number 1 product of their masses, means the masses of the two particles, and second, it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between these two particles. And using this statement we can determine the magnitude of the gravitational force between the two bodies. So we consider, suppose this is one body having mass m1, this is another body having mass m2. Means m1 and m2 be the masses of two particles or two bodies, and these two bodies are separated with distance r. This distance is the distance from the center of masses of the two particles or center of masses of the two bodies, and not from the surfaces. Means this is center of mass of one body, this is center of mass of the second body, and this distance is r. Means we can define here, let m1 and m2 be the masses of two bodies, r be the distance between two bodies, and let F be the magnitude of the force between two bodies. Now this body M1 is exerted the force on the body M2 of mass M2 from this direction 1 to 2. Similarly, the body of mass M2 also exerts the force of attraction on the body M1. Now according to the statement, this force of attraction is F directly proportional to the product of masses, means F directly proportional to M1 M2, and second, F is inversely proportional to the r square, that is the square of the distance between two bodies. Now combining these two equations we can write F proportional to M1 M2 upon r square after combining these two equations, and therefore we put the constant of proportionality. This constant of proportionality, suppose G capital, that is G into M1 M2 upon r square. This is F is equal to G into M1 M2 upon r square, and this is nothing but the magnitude of the gravitational force of attraction between the two bodies, where this G is constant and it is called universal gravitational constant. This constant is called universal gravitational constant. So why it is called universal gravitational constant? Because its value is same for all bodies in the universe, and therefore it is called universal gravitational constant. This constant was determined by chemist or scientist Cavendish. The value of this gravitational constant can be written as G is equal to 6.673 into 10 raised to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square, and this can be determined by this formula. This F is equal to G into M1 M2 upon r square, and therefore we can write G is equal to F into r square upon M1 m2. Therefore, the unit of G, that is unit of G is, unit of force is Newton, unit of r means distance is meter, it is a square upon mass into mass means kg square, and dimensions of G are, now the dimensions of Newton are m1, l1, t minus 2. This is dimensions of Newton. Now dimensions of meter square means L2 and dimensions of kg square means m2. So after solving we can write m minus 1, L3 and t minus 2. These are the dimensions of G. This is Newton's law of gravitation. In vector form we can write, in vector form this Newton's law of gravitation can be written as F bar 1 2. F bar 1 2 means the force exerted by the second body on the first body is equal to G m1 m2 upon r12 square. Here we can write r cap also 1 2, and F bar 2 1 is equal to G m1 m2, because m1 and m2 are the magnitudes. Therefore we can write m1 m2 or m2 m1 also upon r21 square into r cap 21, and this is nothing but the Newton's law of gravitation. After this Newton's law of gravitation, we can use this Newton's law of gravitation to determine the value of the acceleration due to gravity, or we can obtain the relation between acceleration due to gravity and the universal gravitational constant capital G. So this will be explained after this topic.